So, is that now working? My Streamlabs just happened to crash, kinda out of nowhere. But it seems we have it sorted now. Are we working? Are we working? Hopefully it is functional and working now. Yeah, okay. I think it's working now. So, hello. Yeah, I think it's working. A little bit more of our Basilia ton Romaeon campaign in E5. Let's give it a go. We're currently at war with Athens. It is about to be occupied, and we're considering, I mean, we don't even need to do anything. We've got vassals who are ready and willing and able to jump into Sicily itself, which is quite nice. Also, Malta being the provincial capital is like unironically kind of wild, because that occupies everything here. Or Saragossa, actually no, Saragossa is the provincial capital of Aldinato. What? Why do you? How do you have two provincial capitals? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So recently there was an update to E5. Obviously, it was updated while we were playing the last time. And one of the things that changed is they may have made an mistake. So if we ever get 3,100 manpower, which obviously we don't have right now, and 1,500 ducats, we could get some tier 6 Varangians. Which, yeah, that's... Hell, actually, we could fucking update our Varangians. We could literally update them. Oh, that's nuts. It's actually nuts. We can't be cheating like that. That's a little excessive, wouldn't you say? Either way, let's unpause and continue our war. I'm thinking if we can, like, I mean, what I want to do, of course, is take all of that and, like, maybe something like that would be real nice. But I am going to need to get my army over to Sicily in order to do that. And he has a decent number of troops. 10,000. We're rocking slightly more. It's so tempting to click that button. It would only cost us 55. It would only cost us 55. That's a little nutty. It's a little nutty. Alright, looks like we are easily capable of winning this battle as well. So we'll let that continue on. Hopefully we'll capture a ship or several. We captured none. Let's dock in Athens so we can get a little bit of repairs on these boats. Some of them are a little bit fucked. Probably be actually faster to go to Constantinople and repair over there. So what I'd like to do is honestly build more boats of my own. 12 barks, 10 galleys, 7 cogs. Let's get ourselves 3 more cogs. And let's get ourselves a few more berks. I like barks. Barks are fun. More granaries could be an idea as well. We could consider more marketplaces. Bridges are always, of course, amazing, and we should be building all of the bridges ever. But yeah, we'll take up our little bit of war score right now and wait until we can go and invade Italy. Of course, we don't want to do too much, because we're not using the super sexy new CB, right? We've just got to take Neopatra CB, which is obviously not as good as what we will be getting, which is the Restore Roman Borders CB, which is, let's be honest, kind of broken. But we'll probably end up using that to take the rest of Italy at some point. Probably some point soon. We actually have men sieging Messina, right? No, not for long. They're about to die. That's unfortunate. We're about to lose. From 12 battles, we're already at minus 49%. Well, I suppose that didn't help us or hurt us that much. We'd already be at 75% war score if my vassals did not try and invade. But whatever, it is what it is. We'll wait until the boats are done, and then we're going to do an invasion of our own. Good for the amount of ships. Regulars. Akrati. Are Akrati able to upgrade as well? Okay, Akrati can't upgrade unless I don't have the money for it. I have no possible upgrades. Okay, that's fine then. Morning, Don. Yeah, this was a thing that was there a moment ago, and now it no longer is, so I don't know what's going on there. But we have our tier 1 Varangians. It would be nice to get the tier 2 ones soon. We're also going towards the armory. Number of Varangians plus 4 is obviously something I want to do as well. Boats are getting ready. Halfway there on the construction. And I think, honestly, we just kind of land in the south here. Hussite has spawned. I like Hussite. Obviously not going Hussite in this campaign. Also, just looking at the achievements of what we are going to be doing for 10 legionaries means we need to become Rome, and we need to become Latinatus. This will probably be able to do... We don't even have 6 member slots yet. This we're not going to be able to do, Megalopolis. There's all the Pentarchy we obviously want to do. We would like to dismantle the HRE and own Aachen at some point. A Tale of Two Cities also we could definitely do. I didn't realize that was an achievement. We could probably get that done really quite soon. City walls in every location along the Great Wall. We're not going to have that done. We're not going to go conquer them. Own every location on the Mediterranean coast and reach 100 Latinatas. That's why we're going to move towards Latinatas. And then Justinian's borders and mend the schism is another thing we need to do as well. So, yeah, we got things to do. We're not going Hellenism because we need to mend the schism. So yeah, we got plans and situations, and we need to go forward. High complacency is annoying, but honestly, there's not much we can do about that other than spend more on diplomacy, and I don't really want to do that too much. We are getting it to go down now, though, which is encouraging, let's say. But yeah, right now I'm just waiting for my boats. Then we're going to go and invade Sicily. Are you my heir, or are you just oh, you're my nephew. Yep, whatever. You can just be there. Actually, we could do the eunuch achievement now. Maybe we'll try and get that before the end of this session. Last time I believe someone said that the Akrati turn into legionnaires. Turning into legionnaires when you form the Roman Empire. I don't own the games, you can't confirm. Right, maybe we should... maybe I should build like 10 Akrati then and just hope that that's how that works. Because these aren't actually capped. But we don't have enough manpower, so that's why we're going for the armories. Boats are almost done. Let's raise ourselves a little bit more in the way of leviage. That'll probably do enough. So with these levies, also these floaty boaty boys, let's get everyone to go to Thessalonica. Hopefully this naval invasion doesn't go especially poorly, because that would be quite embarrassing. We can transport only 5,000 dudes at once, which is worrying. Maybe we are going to need to raise up naval levies. Yeah, screw it. Let's raise up naval levies as well. If I can't bring this entire army and we get kind of crushed, we don't have anywhere to retreat to, so it would be pretty naff. Alright. The boats are ready. That's a lot of boats, actually. Get you guys to merge. We'll wait until this final 450 dudes. Look, the 7 mailed knights need to take part in this fight. Just a fact. Alright. We now have 26,000 we can bring, so we are well capable. And the plan is we're going to go to Malta first. Whether this is a good idea, we'll, I guess, find out. Let me just land here and get some food. I didn't realize this... It's distributing food, but I don't know... It shouldn't be. It should just be collecting food. Why are you not collecting food faster? Come on. Oh, these can also... I've captured 2 fishing boats and I can upgrade them to cogs. I'll do that after the war. Alright. We're good to go. Yeah, I'm not sure why it seems they have 2 provincial capitals. But we will not pay it too much mind. Already completely out of food, by the way. Yeah, the new changes to how supply works are certainly something I need to kind of get to grips with, and maybe it has just made the use of camp followers and such like way more important. All right, we are going to land in Majorca. And probably march straight to Saragossa. The speed of undocking seems to be a little slower than it used to be. Maybe I'm wrong, and it isn't, but it feels like it. Alright, we take this, we're going to be able to peace out, I think. If I can fight their army, like, I'd be quite happy with that as well. Can I get the siege before the end of the month? Actually, your thing is there, isn't it? Yeah, we should win that fight handily. Hopefully my fishing boats don't take part. There we go. Lovely. %. We could also siege Cefalù. And then we'd probably be able to get to 100% just via occupying over 50% of the locations. Yeah, let's get to Cefalù. And they're probably going to try and backcap and go to Saragossa. If they do, then we... Oh, actually, we just fight them here. Are we winning? Their flank is broken, so yes. We lost more men. But we won the fight, which is unfortunately more important. But yeah, we're going to siege Cefalù, and then we can peace out. We've secured the war goal long enough, we could just peace out for the war goal, but we're not gonna. Cefalù has been occupied. Right, so, plan-wise... If I wait until the rest of this province is occupied, then I'll get to literally 100%. I'll take whatever the hell I want. This should be being occupied right now. There it is. Okay. Obviously, we want Athens. All of it. Malta would be nice as well, and if I can take that... How bad is that for people I care about? Honestly, the Europeans aren't actually getting that much pissed off about it. Athens is going to cease to exist. Actually, no one other than Athens really cares. Bulgaria cares a little bit. I don't care about Bulgaria. Would it be a vibe to get the entire coast like that, actually? Sicily cares a lot. I don't care what they think. Naples cares a good bit as well. Maybe we don't take that. What's Naples at right now? This peace deal. Come on, calculate it. I don't know why this takes longer to calculate than E4. Naples, I don't see them. Do they just not give a fuck? There's Florence is there. They care more than Naples, apparently. Yeah, I don't see Naples anywhere. Okay. If I don't see Naples anywhere, then that's probably fine. Okay. We're going to peace out for that. I'm going to take your money as well, and war reparations. And you know what? Give me the mill access. Give me that. Give me the mill access. Portugal. Oh, I forgot Portugal was in this war as well. Yeah, a little bit of humiliation. Why not? That seems fine. All right, peace. Gorgeous. So if we look at Naples now, they have antagonism of minus 111. Okay, I mean, game did not tell me about any of this. It's a 41. I don't know why those numbers are different depending on where you look. It's honestly kind of irritating. Alright, we'll get our troops back where they need to be. And disband all levies. And you can get back over into our territory. Lovely stuff. You can go sit in Thessalonica or something, and you can firstly upgrade those cogs. We'll have you go to Constantinople. Yeah, so Venice cares because I took Athens. They're not quite best pleased by that, but who cares what they think? What I need to do is find out a place where I can have two cities in the same place. Also, did we build the naval governor? We did. How's that working for us? It's still going up. Okay. Let's increase control in Mugla then. Everywhere basically along here is going to start being a lot more decent. So when you have finished repairing, I would like you to patrol the seas. Lovely stuff. All right. So where are we at now? 26% crown power, that's looking good. I don't think... I mean, 52 stability to revoke a Dynatoid privilege is really quite low. I don't know if there's many that I want to get rid of right now either, though. We're moving towards capital economy incredibly slowly. That's good. I prefer capital to traditional. Innovative, are we still pushing, you know? It's on, but we're not actually pushing it anywhere. So instead of that, we will push... God, decentralization. It's going to take a while to get away from there. Can I push... No, can I push communalism? 0.68, and we're already at 0.71, so no. I could push capital economy. I could push more naval. Yeah, I can get another 6 out of naval. Sorry, I know you can't actually see that. This is my crown prince. He has had an daughter. I'll put you in charge of the army. Currently researching drill army. That's cute. We got a 20-year truce with Sicily, which is a little nuts. I got 1,000 ducats in the bank. So let's crap out a bunch of bridges, because bridges are amazing. Pure proximity. Hey, Italy was once Romaic, but with both Lombards and Normans taking control, we lost any foothold in the region. Now I've re-established a base in Saragossa. Maybe we can fortify it and use it for future operations. That's the kind of plan. That's why I took it. We gained some control, development, and a castle. I mean... Let me cancel a few of those. We're also probably going to get an event about retaking Athens. There are 2 cities here? No, do I have anywhere there where there's 2 cities in one province? I don't think so. Oh, I took a loan anyway? Okay, fun. Could build a city on Metrai. Honestly, though, Nicaea is looking very cityable. Chalcedonica will keep fine. You are also very cityable. Nicomedia is already a city, and I don't know what I want you to make. What is in this area? Lumber. There's lots of lumber. I could give you Scholai privileges, and yeah, let's give you Scholai privileges, and we'll have you build more books and more paper. Also, if we're conquering Italy, then there's probably a bunch of places here where there's multiple cities in one area. For centuries, Athenae was a center of Romaic culture and art until it was lost to the Latins in the Fourth Crusade. More recently, the city has been the capital of an independent duchy ruled by various Western families. That time is at an end, however, and for the first time since 1204, Athenae is part of Basilia ton Romaean. Again and forevermore! I mean, these are identical, but this one has an exclamation mark, therefore that's what we're going with. Also, as it went immediately to 50%, is it going to go down again? Can you actually see how integrated something is? Anywhere? On any panel? Ever? I don't know that you can. Also, the question is this a better local gov than Thessalonica as well? Thessalonica has currently got 80 procs, right? Because of the local governor. how much would it be if it was trying to go to here instead? Eventually, I think I'd be able to get it to 80, but I'm not going to do maths because that seems like a terrible idea, and I don't know how. But eventually, we'll look at it. Merchant Guild Chapel in Athens, a new building that will give me max literacy, or give... I think it's just... I don't know. I don't understand this building. It's just a goods demand, it seems. Integration map mode tells you how integrated it is. That's a good idea. That is not true. I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna swap this stabilizing country guy onto integration. Did it go down? Oh, it seems to actually have gone up. Kalini Kantakuznos has reached the age of 16. Very nice. No worries, man. Maybe it does in Glorp mod. I'm never not gonna be a massive simp for the Glorp mod, which is funny actually. I recently discovered that my simping for Glorp UI led the mod dev Glorp to give me special thanks in the credits. Like, I'm for being Glorp UI's greatest hype man. That's kind of funny. But I definitely recommend, if you're not going for achievements, then grab that. The Bank of St. George is coming. Okay. Promote integration process. Absolutely huge. Speed of integration and another 20% on all those locations. Absolutely huge. We can also get rid of some spiritual retreats. I don't think there's any laws we want to change, right? Favor the ruler. I could be tempted to move to common people. I quite like common people. I also quite like favor the wealthy. Favor the elites is not bad either, right? Actually, these have been changed. This used to be power. This used to be power, and now it's changed to food consumption. So common people, actually, that's pretty rough. Don't like that anymore. But max taxes, that's very... You know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do favor the elites. I don't think I've ever wanted to do favor the elites before. But that just seems like an absolute W movement. That's fine, whatever. Like, we're getting, what, 79 ducats? That's just gonna go up. We're absolutely noble-pilled. Their estate power is something we still need to work on. But hey, maybe I'll go and grab myself, where is it? In here somewhere. It's the fuck on the nobles, thing. I thought it was around here. Oh, we should definitely be researching that. Where's that noble? Is it in here? Is it in Age of Discovery? Rights of the nobles. There's the rights of the burghers. Did rights of the nobles get removed? Oh, there it is. Rights and nobility. Oh, I already have it. Current active policy is curtail. Okay, we already have curtailed them. Fair enough. What's this war? Sicily is currently dying to Naples, probably. Depends if there is an active siege here or not. Hey, thank you, Mr. Marmelo. Appreciate it. Born in the purple for sure. That's what our... Actually, do we actually see that as a trait on our guys? Yeah, we do. Prestige, legitimacy, and the born in the purple modifier. Very cool. We become a Porphyrogenitos. Porphyrogenitos. Have an extra boat. Think... Actually, how are we doing over here for our control? It's getting up there. It's looking better and better. Let me see. Are there any wharfs that need building? Wharfs are good. We have a daughter who needs an education. She's rowdy. Let's just give her an admin education, because we don't really care. Serbia is now dying to Wallachia. We need to decide as well how we go about things soon. There's promotion, so Athens basically jumped from 0 to 70 with just 2 events. Coalition at the moment is only Venice and Bulgaria. That's not scary. I'm thinking, where do I want my next conquest to be? Because, like, we could try go down here into Alexandria, or we could try and go into Italy. Armory's now done. We do kind of want to crap these out kind of everywhere. I also kind of wish we had a bit more money. Complacency, I just basically want to get it so the complacency isn't ticking up. There it is, okay. And then armories. We have a sickly child, very fun. We actually have one armory there already. Was it your child? Of course, it is my future ruler that is sickly. Please either die or... Yearly chance of removal, 25%, but also yearly chance of death is the same. Fucking great. Let's check my noble pillage. We're still only 50% in, and we're making 86 ducats now. Maybe the elite is coming in. If I could stop being fickle, that'd be pretty nice. Actually, who is it that's fickle? One of my guys in here, right? Yeah. I mean, you're not even very good at your job. Let's pop this crown guy in. Put the crown prince in there instead. And then we need to give you a new job as well. How about you also integrate an area? There we go. So taxes, again, going to go up. Oh, look at that. Look at the income. Look at the income. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. Get spy network on... You're my vassal, so why do I need that? We want to do a great synod? Sure. Actually, we can have a look at the... Look in here at the religion thing. We currently have 39. We could do an pilgrimage. And we could go to Mount Athos. For 50 ducats. Oh, Vasilon, wherever the hell that is. That's in Trebizond, okay. That gives us 14, that gives us 21. Gives us 10 for 5 ducats seems like a pretty good deal. And it's also way shorter. This feels like a good time. Are we advocating infanticide or hoping the child mortality rate to go up? Christ on a bike. Well, there's nothing I can do to this child at the moment. I thought you could only... If you castrated children, then they become eunuchs. Or is it... If I castrate an adult, are they also a eunuch? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of this system. Also, we still have a loan. Actually, we should probably work on getting rid of that. We are now integrated South de Bruges. Oh, you're really... You know what? You are a societal value changer. Can I push naval more with you? I can get another 5 naval. Get these boats repaired. Someone just got a claim on me, and I don't know where it was, but that's fine. I do think Naples might be a good idea for our next conquest for this stuff. What is being built here? A burger mansion. Disgusting. Trebizond. We could go after Cyprus as well. Didn't we see that there was a Cyprus event? Not Alexandria either. I know there was something about it. Antioch reclaimed would be nice. Obviously, Jerusalem, Rome, Orthodoxy restored. That's never gonna happen. That one's already happened. Time has passed for that to happen. At least 90% of the locations in Anatolia owned by me. Mm-hmm. 100% of Anatolia owned. 10% of the non-Roman pop in Anatolia that reside in cities and towns convert to gold. Okay, that's cool. I need to own more of that. I need to be in a succession crisis, so we don't want that to happen anyway. This is the one that I really need. I need 10,000 dudes. I need to own Corinthos. Wait, what? A new capital. Moria is the heartland of the Empire, but it's not. After 14, this could happen now, the Nomen Singraphic. That's just an art event. Gemistus Plaython could happen as well. Requirements are not met. Which requirements? We're obviously not going to go with what he wants anyway. Guns of Orban. I need to rival a Turk. That's not going to happen then. If I had a Galata, then I could get Giovanni Gustiani. But I don't, so whatever. If I own Crete, this might be it. Is it? No. Restoring the Varangians. This could happen. This could happen. That's Lutheranism shit. This could happen as well. Don't know what's going to happen with it, but whatever. That's an Age of Reformation thing. Yeah, I actually don't know what the situation is with Cyprus. I thought there was an event that would fire if we owned it, but maybe I'm wrong. We will get another guy in charge of the army. It looks like we... None of these guys are any good, though. Maybe we go with you. You're a bit of a blank slate. That's another pretty shitty character come of age. We are personally still on the boats. That's good. How's the pacing? You almost got the whole of Anatolia and it's only 1406. The pacing, like, you are required to have all of Anatolia by 1400 so that you can win the fate of the Phoenix disaster. Because if you don't, then that's, you know, your game might as well be restarted. I think the pacing then just kind of drops off as you... Like, you rush to get this, but you're not making much use out of it. And then you're kind of, I'm going to now sit back and consolidate what I own. And if you don't do that, then that's pretty bad as well. So right now I haven't actually done much warfare other than a little bit of Sicily here since I did the Fate of the Phoenix, even though I've got that new sexy CB. These are going to be quite expensive. I need to be able to build firearms. So the gunsmith buildings are coming soon. Emperor and opinion with some of my vassals so I can integrate them as well. I think Sinop might be a good one to integrate. You are maxed out, so we'll move you to, for example, yeah. How did the demography change here? It's still majority Greek, that's good. If you leave this too long, then they culture convert it all to wrong religion. Oh, speaking of culture conversion, by the way, I'm going to complain. And I know that I've seen a lot of people complain about this. I'm going to complain too. If I go to this guy and be like, you know what, boom, I would like you to, be my culture now. I actually don't even see where the fuck it is. It should be in here, right? Enforce culture? Is that not a thing we can do to Pronoia at all? Okay, it's just not there at all. That's nuts. What? I can't even show it off there, Mel. There was an thing where you could. Oh, there you go. Enforce culture. This is now a once every 10 years for all of your vassals, which is nuts. That's nuts. That's like absolutely crazy that you can't. There's already a massive penalty to it in that it costs, 100 Liberty Desire, and that's kind of painful. But now it's like, I can't do you and you at the same time, which is fucking wild. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of the way that they're messing on culture conversion. And I know something needed to be done because it was a little fucking stupid how it was, but I don't know if I think this is. I don't know if this is the way. Why can't one simply accept all of the cultures? Because you end up going over your accepted culture cap, and when you are over this, you have massive penalties to your cultural influence, which is a big deal. You think it's better than it was? I can see why it was done, but I don't know. It feels pretty painful. $103 ducats from the nobles now. We got an extra 30 ducats from them by doing what we did. Just do like negative enfranchisement. But also I don't want to increase the power. I need this to go down. Taking away their land rights might be a vibe. Or primacy of the nobility is discipline. Oh. Maybe swapping you out for somebody who is not a noble. Isn't the cultural influence useful only to assimilate other cultures? Those are other upsides. So it's not just the cultural influence. It also makes it... If I have really high cultural influence and I'm trying to make a claim on somebody who has low cultural influence, like, I don't know, I'm not Naples, they probably are pretty high, but that will go faster. If you're paying, but it's also kind of silly. You can have 100 subjects as your culture convert factory. Yeah, the issue is people who took the situation too far are ruining it for the rest of us who did not go stupid with it, in my opinion. See, I never went the whole... I mean, you can see I've got a ton of vessels, but even if it was, pre-patch and that I still had the ability to culture convert everyone, like, I didn't go around and like, oh, everyone change religion. Okay, now, their liberty size is up again. Now everyone change culture. Okay, and now after I wait until they're all 100%, now I'm going to integrate them. Like, that's not something I did. I think that's not something that most people did. Most people used vassals responsibly. And now it just seems like that doesn't matter anymore. Oh my god, we're gaining manpower. It's beautiful. Oh, that's a big rebellion. Too long with the mishmash of cultures allow you to try and make a new identity for your people. Yeah, also I quite like... probably shouldn't follow this line of thinking to its conclusion. But it's nice to have, you know, map paint with this button as well. Yeah, my vassals are going to be able to deal with this pretty nicely. This button scares me. Oh wait, that would upgrade them to tier 2 Varangians. That's... okay, this button is no longer scaring me. This button is legal. This button is legal to click. Also, we don't have a Chancery yet, so we'll build one of them because they're good. Libraries are also very good. They increase... do they increase assimilation? They increase my cultural influence, which is good enough. We're having 1 million more core pups versus longer spy network time. I feel like it's unbalanced now. I mean, the problem as well is... where is it? In here. I need to get to a... I need to load a save where I'm over, because I don't want to spend to go over just so I can see all of the penalties for being over. But this is the big one. I think it also reduces your prestige, if I remember rightly. But also, these guys don't really like me, so the satisfaction of their pops is already minus 5%, and to get them higher is, like, painful and difficult. And takes a very long time. I feel my game does go a little slow. Oh, you're about to die anyway. I think there are certain situations where I'm totally happy to do like a mishmash of different cultures. But it has to like make sense for like the role play of what I'm playing. Like, for example, in the multiplayer where I'm playing as Italy, I'm accepting all of the Italians. I'm not really doing any culture conversion whatsoever. And that's totally fine. Here, as the Romans, accepting Turkish just feels like very much breaking the roleplay of what I'm doing, right? This is a culture that came in and, well, in real life, completely destroyed our own. In this E5, I have managed to stem the tide and, you know, reverse my fortunes. There's still a bunch of this culture who were attempting to wipe us out. Accepting you, it just doesn't feel realistic. You get conquered land, but it seems strange that integrated land doesn't have a small passive pull towards your main culture. It does. Like, people are culture converting to me. Mostly, you know, my cultural influence versus their tradition is very much in my favor. That's another one of the reasons it's good for me. The control as well makes it go up, and you get more control if you have higher, if it's cored, right? This gives plus 20 control, so that's also affecting it. So if I was to upgrade you, you go to tier 2s, right? You only go to tier 2s, so this is legal. I think I'm going to do this. You're now Varangian tier 2? You are. I could click this again, but now these Varangians don't go to tier 3. Oh, they do. I could just straight go up to tier 3. Holy shit, I could go all the way. That's fucking vile, actually. We are at tier 2, like we're in the edge of it. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I'm tempted to cheat. I'm very tempted. I'm not going to cheat, but I'm tempted to cheat. But I'm not going to cheat. But I am tempted. It's very tempting. Yeah, let's also grab these late medieval Kieterfri. No. That's just not. There's some bugs still with the prioritizing research. That's a little nutty. That's on core, not integrated. Well, if we find an integrated, that's nuts. That's fucking nuts. If we find an integrated here, these give +5 max control. It's not a lot. But also -10 assimilation speed. Yeah, it doesn't. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. We do need to increase our assimilation over here and up here. But that's why becoming the cultural hegemon is so useful. Like, all of the other hegemons, obviously I can't see them right now, all the other hegemons completely pale in comparison to how useful the cultural one is. So that's why when we get to 1437, hopefully China isn't popping the fuck off. And we are able to build a ton of libraries, universities, and get our culture to be in a good spot. Right now, it's not, right? We're not there yet. 131 is complete bollocks, especially when we look at the likes of France, which are usually pretty decent. Their influence is actually 120. That's also trash. Interesting. I could also upgrade these cataphracts. They're pretty good. What can I see? Armories. Whatever. Am I going Hellenic? I'm going to stay Orthodox. I know Hellenic is kind of broken overpowered, but this is essentially an achievement run campaign, and for at the very least, I would like to mend the schism, which requires Orthodoxy. It's nuts that I could upgrade the use again. So we are now down on manpower. Yeah. I'm gonna need to fix that. But we're working on it. Theodorus is still sick. Very sad. But you will be my next ruler. So I'm gonna give you a patriarch education anyway. Please stop being sick. I beg. Like, we do have a hospital. That's pretty good, actually. Ooh, hello. I like you. Big fan of that. Got the university. Is there any building that I should have but I'm missing? Royal Gardens we should build. The Hippodrome. Holy expensive balls. But that's pretty frickin' good. Let's build out there. Here, and get ourselves an army of 10,000. We're going to be in a really good place. Because then I can swap out this decayed theme system, which is bad, and get a good theme system, which is good. Sicily actually won their war. Crazy. Everyone joining my patriarchate? Very nice. So this is a vassal of who? No one. Okay. Well, let's fabricate some Roman border expansions then. Basically, every conquest we do from now on will be using the Roman borders CB. Just because it's that nuts. There's also the idea that we should probably kill one of these bureaucracies. Like honorary titles, get rid of. Actually, there's a way to get more bureaucracies later. Maybe we just wait until we get a new bureaucracy rather than trying to replace one. I got the Chancery. Build some city walls somewhere. More saffron. Albanian migration. Sure, I'll take some Albanians. And some more armories. Though, again, we need to definitely get this gunsmith up and running, because our armories are taking guns that we don't actually produce. So that's something that needs fixing ASAP. No. They've changed. No! M is supposed to be my goods map mode, you fuckers! I don't know what my goods map mode is now. Look! M! Fucking broken my balls. It's on 5. Ugh. Anyway, there's iron here. There's iron here. Iron here. Okay. There's iron. That's inland a bit. Iron here. So Pergamon. Pergamon would be a great place for the guns then. Is there other goods? Iron and lumber in the same area is always so nice to have. Do we have lead anywhere? I don't see any. There's some lead. There's no lead in Anatolia that I can see. And that's all in Serbia, so that's irrelevant for me. Okay, yeah, Pergamon gun workshops. Obviously, Constantinople's probably going to get gun workshops as well. Do I want to move towards communalism? Yes, I like communalism. In your latest game, China doesn't seem to monopolize hegemony anymore. Nice. That's huge news, actually. Verona wants mill access. Are they fighting Venice, maybe? Rome Bohemian War. Oh, okay, we're having the Hussite Wars. Have fun, boys. Promote urbanization would make Demetrion a town. Demetrion has silk, so I'd rather not. Silk's a very good. Could develop the interior and fail for the push towards naval. Speaking of the push towards naval, we're done. So I would like you to push Inno. Nope. I would like you to push communalism. Nope. I would like you to push... What's also useful? Aristo. Oh, we're already at 100. Spiritualist is already high. Free subjects I do quite like. See, I know I've done like a noble build. So serfdom is pretty good with a noble build as well for the enfranchisement down for peasants. But I still quite like free subjects for the pop promotion speed. Or do we just stay full serfdom? We can't push it either way. We could push offensive. That's not a bad idea, actually. Because to get the next, where is it? To get pike and shot, you need to be over 20 offensive. At least you used to. What is it now? 20 armor tradition. Oh, 20 land? Oh, brother. No, thanks. Was it professional armies that needed offensive? Or is it artillery? Oh, it's artillery. My bad. Irrelevant then. Do I care about offensive? Not really. Let's go just capital economy. And then you are going to... Yeah, do some trade stuff. We can get additional taxes, market complaints, and then we're happy. That fucking eco! Firearms right now, it's positive. It needs to stay positive. Iron is looking marginal. There's a great uncertainty in the sea. The Sea of Byzantion never existed. While we are united in faith, people of the state, including many of the local priests, are refusing to participate in the feast and celebration of saints that are customary within our borders. They claim these are not canonical, and they'll only observe the religious customs of their own ancestors, including veneration of a number of suspect saints from the area. Pop simulation, I do quite like that. But that's in just the area, but I also hate all of this, so... Yeah. More guns. And iron will be maxed out at some point as well. Argos is at 11. 25 support. If we get another 25, then we could do something here. Don't want to focus on land, but we've got 15 available here. Actually, getting rid of those wouldn't be a terrible thing regardless. As representatives of areas that are sometimes quite distant from Constantinopolis, many Syncletos members often find that life in Constantinopolis during their visits is quite different from what they're used to. Some find it both cramped and filthy, and many seem quite relieved when they get to return home. This year has proven even harder than usual for the delicate sensibilities of our Syncletos members to endure. The hot months have been unusually hot, the wet months unusually wet, and the cold months unusually cold. A number of Syncletos members have now decided that they've had enough and have approached us asking for help to make their stay more pleasant. No. No. You'll survive. So yeah, these late medieval cataphracts are absolutely gargantuan gigachads. I don't care about that one. Oh, we died again. We don't want a noble guy taking over, so we'll put this burgher in charge. And fabricating on you is almost done. We could also fabricate on Venice. Oh, England is dying to France. Portugal has died to Castile. Tell you what, I very rarely see them making vassals like this. That's kind of encouraging. I don't know how they lost land to Navarra, though. And why they haven't gone after Granada. I think Bohemia won? I'm fucked on Poland, at least. Allied with Austria. And, Sweden making vassals in Finland is also interesting. I'd never seen that before, actually. I suppose it's easier for them to create vassals now, right? Because you weren't able to make vassals, or you still not able to make vassals in land that you have full cores on. But if you don't have the culture, then you lose the cores now. So they've colonized this, got full cores, realized that, oh, actually, these guys are Finnish, or Tavastian, which is a type of Finnish. We no longer have the cores. Okay, I'll release a vassal if I'm not getting cores. Also, Estonia existing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Kind of cute. Yeah, we're seeing the AI. Oh my god, that's scary. We're seeing the AI do more vassal play, which is certainly a thing that I don't think many were expecting. Is that a good thing? Maybe. I died! Get on the Drongo. Join the order of the band. Delegation from Principality of Toropets has approached our court and offered to lend us one of their magnificent pieces of religious iconography. 29 ducats? Yeah, okay. The Annunciation of Ustiug. Earliest surviving examples of Russian Orthodox iconography. Reflects Byzantine influence on Kievan Rus and, like the spelling, art and the spread of Christian teachings. Whatever. I'm not giving you it back. Could organize a periphora of the Ustiug and, I don't know, have it go as far away as possible. Let's bring it to fucking Athens. I've got that Hippodrome money now. Oh, that's true, actually. I mean, 20 crown power is huge, and estate satisfaction means I can tax them more. Yeah. Oh shit, Gemistos Plathon has arrived at our court. He preaches about Romania returning to the age of Hellenism, although he has shown prominence. The clerics are opposed to his ideas. He was one of the most renowned Byzantine scholars. He advocated for the revival of Greek scholarship in Western Europe and wrote many manuscripts, many focusing on the revival of Hellenism and rejecting Byzantine law. We can have him stick around, but we do get art, and that art is pretty good. Hellenism gets founded regardless. I'm not going to go Hellenic, but I am going to let him stay at court. Like, if I wanted to turn Hellenic now, I just need 100 religious influence and 50 stab, and we can just, like, straight up go to Hellenism. It's a little easy. We could do more theme headquarters, actually. But they do lower crown power. The Reformed... Let me check. Values... No. Events... Reforming the army. We lose Decayed Theme System. And we get Modern Imperial Army instead. Obviously, we're going to get this. My Heavy Cav will cost more. We lose the themes. We lose them. We abolish the Themata and we get the Stratigarchia instead. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing really I can do to make this any better. I'm going to lose the ability to build the Thematas. If I lose them anyway, maybe I just build them. Because the crown power is not going to be a problem for a long time. And you know what? Levy size might be decent. And how much do they cost? They're way cheaper than armories. How do you feel about the Toga's Romabu content in Fate the Phoenix now that it's been out? What about 1.2 as a whole? So my biggest issue right now is performance. I think the performance of the game is not where it needs to be. That's where, like, the majority of my issues lie. As for the Togurome Larpinus, it is much reduced since we first saw it. Like, that first expose on what they were going to do was just really quite bad, and now it seems a bit better. Sorry, I'm gonna have to be right back a second. I need to take a call, so sorry about this. I will be back ASAP. Alright. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I had, my parents were visiting, last week, and my dad injured himself when he was here. Uh, Pulled a muscle in his leg chasing after my kid. And, yeah, that was riveting 3 minute break. Yes, you're gonna feel really bad about this because my mom just called me to say my dad's in hospital with a blood clot in his leg. He's fine though. He's gonna be fine. But yeah, fuck. Hope you feel bad about being mad about the break. Oh shit. No, I don't know. I just lost my entire train of thought now. Fucking hell. Anyway, where were we? It's all good, Crisis. It's all good. Yeah, no, yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Shit happens, you know. But he's fine. He's gonna be fine. He's okay. He's just in the hospital at the moment, so he's gonna be fine. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You say they come. They come. I don't live in the same country as my parents. They come to visit twice a year, and a couple of years ago, when my dad came, he broke his leg, and then um, last week he was over and he, you know, wrecked his leg again. Same leg, but yeah, being on the flight apparently induced a bit of issues, let's say. But yeah, no, he's been in hospital for the past couple of days, but my mum just rings me now because she doesn't want to worry me. She only rings me when it's like, ah, yes, things were touch and go last couple of days, but now it's fine. I didn't want to ring you until I knew everything was fine. Like, okay, fucking sorry, I'm rambling because yeah, stressful, but fuck it, whatever. Let's Romans. We're Romans. Romans are fucking Romans. Yay. Good headspace shit, that is. We want to create the Roman Borders CB, which is, again, kind of freaking overpowered. All these green numbers. Nuts stuff. Yeah. Fuck it. We're fine. We're good. What else we are doing? Wait, how fast is that going up? Plus 14 progress per month. Because of belligerency. Oh, Restore Roman Borders has a plus 10? Why? Sorry, hang on. I need to like hide my webcam so you can fucking see this like ridiculousness. Right? Restore Roman Borders CB, as if it wasn't fucking OP already, also gets a base amount of plus 10 per month, just base. No other CB gets this. Not a single other CB in the game that I've seen gets this. Was there any? Fucking Christ. Oh, good lord. Was there any, it was already broken. It was already ridiculously broken good. But you know what? We'll have it be more. Also, this is amazing. Newfound philosophies have latched onto the glory of man, espousing the great capacity for human achievement. Promoting these humanist ideals may inspire greater ambition, creativity, and productivity among our people. Yet doing so may encourage them to question the authority of our rule. I mean, for 300 ducats, I will 100% take those bonuses. Those are amazing. And we don't even take a loan unless my eco changes. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Aqueduct system. We could get the tech for making that better as well, right? An extra level or two. It's in here somewhere. There. We're 5 techs away from it. That's fine. I don't know what we're currently researching. Life expectancy. That was... Yeah, I don't know if that was necessary anymore. You're amazing still. Let's have you integrate... Oh yeah, Saragossa. Why not? I think I will accept Sicilians as well. Energy was tolerated. We can't... Why is it only 4? Minus 20 because of single hypostasis. It's a hypostasis law. Okay, that's better, though. Next, yeah, the next, parliament we have, we're changing that. It's nuts that they made it even more overpowered than it already was. So you had a sickly child. He's no longer sickly, though. He is no longer sickly. He's ambitious. The ambition of this child. And then your brother is slow. So, yeah, fun. And then we got Zoe. I would like these guys to come over and collect these guys. Oh, look at that. We're making manpower. And we're going to get you over here. That's an orthodoxy law. I don't think you can change that. Oh, really? Oh, bollocks. It's in here, isn't it? I've never done any of these. There. Fundamental law. Fair enough. That's annoying. Anyway, we have our Roman borders CB on Argos. The most overpowered shit I've ever seen in my life. Of course, mercenary boats. Definitely the thing that will save you. The Astor, representing the rising class of merchants and urban dwellers, have voiced their grievances about clear favoritism towards the Dynatoi displayed by our empire. They argue policies supporting traditional privileges of the aristocracy come at the expense of burgeoning urban economy, stifling trade innovation, and the growth of cities. The complaints have grown louder, with prominent members of the burghers highlighting the imbalance as a threat to the prosperity of the empire. As tensions rise, we must decide whether to continue appeasing the Dynatoi. I mean, you lose 10, or we go towards plutocracy. No, I'm good. We are happy with what we got there. Let me just see, is there anyone... Did you manage to raise any troops? Yes. And get you over to Argila Castro. Actually, I can just full annex now, right? Probably should have checked what the antagonism was like, but let's be honest, it's not really relevant at this point. Did I just accidentally give him this? I think I did. Whatever. It's probably fine. The Hippodrome is being built. Very nice. Cilicia gave me a claim on you. At the moment, the Mamluks have 10,000 regulars. which I can't fight right now. They would crush my face. What we want is a bunch more Acritai. That's the plan, right? We're going to go to 10 Acritai, so when we form Rome, we will be able to, you know, move them into legionaries, get ourselves a achievement. But who do we attack next? We could be Naples, and we could take this land here. So, sure. Who is your friend, actually, is a good point as well. The Pope and Serbia. We could just go after Serbia, then. Never mind. Pope and Serbia seems better. That's the second Acritai. 500 men in an Acritai. We can also get up to 5 Varangians now. Ignore this. Apparently we can get 10 Varangians. Oh, it's nuts. It's actually nuts. The Acritai don't have anything to upgrade into just yet. Got so many nobles. Can I proc that same bug again? Because I kind of don't care for this tech very much. I wonder, can I change it to... I change it to this. Yes. Yes, I fucking can. That's fucking nuts. Oh, boy. Okay. Maybe I could change it to getting this aqueduct system more. It's pretty good. Yep. And I'm gonna cancel this. Local councils are also good, but I think I might want to wait until Age of Discovery and get them instead. Also, we are at the point where universities are affordable. An earthquake has hit Perugian. Sadness. It is in fact an disaster. 82 ducats. I have 82 ducats. I'll help him out. I don't know what that was. I clicked escape too fast. Probably this. You currently have Granary Town and Stapleport. Okay. Let's build more bridges. Just check the culture acceptance stuff you were wondering about. The worst debuff is cabinet efficiency. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's... yeah, it's pretty important. Let's probably start building libraries. You like me a little bit. Universities are now unlocked, including education of the elites. So in here, I usually like to go education of the people. It's got innovative in there. Nobles are slightly less happy, but my noble equilibrium is 56 right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Literacy for burghers, peasants, laborers, and soldiers. Yeah, that's the largest percentage of pops. Officials in Constantinople have stepped forward to propose a comprehensive reorganization of provinces such as North Prussia, aligning jurisdictions and administration more closely with our cultural and political centre. The plan promises greater control but risks disturbing long-established local balances. So they get max control plus 25 for 20 years. Huge. We do go towards Romanismos. Yeah, I mean that's extra max control is huge. Eventually we will be going Latinatas, but it means we go here and change culture and all that kind of shit, which is, something in a while. We're not going to do that yet. We're capped on armories now, apparently. Marius has impressed many of the country's productivity. Is he... Oh, you're going to go to Bologna to... Yeah, I don't really care. Not relevant, not worthy of the effort of spending time thinking about it. And also lower maintenance as well. Make a bit more money. Money begets money. Are there more docks I can build? Yes. Actually, go back to the dock again. There, Athens also can get a dock. So can this place if I had the money, which I will have in a few days. I've gained cores on Neopatris. We will have you... You're pretty average. Your best thing is dip. Should we try and assimilate into Greek? Like, this is still the best chance, I think, right? Control isn't terrible anymore. Holy shit, yeah, no, it's working. Plus 74 on assimilate? That's nuts. Oh yeah, that's going to take very little time at all. That's good. What is this? That's the FEMA headquarters. Right. Maximum power is now 10,000. Big win. Build another Akriti. Okay, I want to get to 10,000 men. Varangians are great. Akriti are also good. You do 20% extra morale damage. Akriti do 10% extra morale damage. So, Varangians are just a better version. Also, there's more units in... more men in a single unit. Institutions of higher learning typically restrict enrollment to adherents of the dominant faith. This forces non-conforming prospective students to seek their education outside of state-sanctioned universities. Thankfully for them, a number of informal academies have been founded in Romania that cater to religious dissidents of various sorts, often promoting a particular theological position. Such academies may strictly be at odds with the law, as schools generally require the assent of local or national religious authorities, but they provide education to students who would otherwise be barred from administration. I like research. I'll take research. Let's get ourselves another Akrati again. Could have them drill, but it's not necessary. So when we get to 10 Akrati, the next thing was going to be building more Varangians. More capital economy sounds like a plan. Anything I can build here? I could build another level of armory. The hippodrome is almost finished. Iron is looking pretty bleak. Oh, right, I forgot Venice. We are going to Roman borders, CB. We need to be a neighbor? Apparently we're not a neighbor of Candia. That's fair enough. Okay, well, in that case, we will get it from you. We're not a neighbor of Venice. Brother, what do you think this is? A sea zone doesn't count either? That's crazy, actually. Okay. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, I didn't realize all of these were Orthodox. That's cool. Doesn't work overseas? Yeah, apparently not. I guess we're just gonna have to do it with IKEA. Oh, I don't have diplomat now. Well, if we can take this from you, then we get a border with Venice. And that'll work out just like the speed at which these CBs fucking fabricate is actually ridiculous. We also fabricate on Genoa to get these lands. Zoe! Zoe! Just give you a diplomatic education. Let me guess, Prodigy? Gallant, okay. You have reached of age. You are... I have no idea. You're part of the noble thingamabob. Distinctly average. Let's also build a few cannon makers in like Pergamon and Constantinople. Does that mean I'm going to have to fabricate a claim here? I'm going to have to integrate Cilicia before I fabricate a claim here? We're not a neighbor of Egypt, yeah, so Cilicia needs to die. Or be integrated. Let's start the annexation now, then. It's going to last a while. 0.63 a month because I've got so high decentralization. At some point, I do want to get this to not be this insane. 0.9 decentralization is nuts. For quite some time, the presence of Mistress Plaython has complemented our artistic and cultural endeavors. His teachings in matters of jurisprudence and scholarly pursuits are second to none, attracting many disciplines who will surely impact the Renaissance in their own ways. However, he's recently become more open about his true faith, Hellenism, much to the dismay of Kleros in Constantinople. According to them, such heresy threatens our traditions and the stability of the entire empire. So we can banish him to Wetzlar. He can just be killed. He can give us some push towards humanists. Or we can become Hellenism. Hellenic, even. I mean, let's just kill him. Get some... Yeah, let's just kill him. Fuck it. Bye, bitch. Or do I let him continue? No. He is an artist. You're Hellenist. Heavy infantry power is cool. Nah, bye-bye. What's my opinion on the state of trade? My opinion is that I'm still going to automate it in majority of situations. And it's just a case of, like, if I have a specific good that I would like more of, say firearms, then getting more firearms is... How do you do it again? Do I then click here? I forget how you create a trade order for the specific good. Because this, obviously, I want more than just these goods to be trade orderable. I know there is a way, but I always forget how to fucking do it because of reasons. Why can I not do it? Where is the way to do it? Is it in here? How do you make trade orders for specific things again? I completely forgotten. Which makes it even more insane, right? In trading? I have no idea. Is it not crazy that this is so hard to find? I know you can do trade orders for every good, rather than just the 5 it thinks is important. But I don't remember how to do it at all, which is an indictment in and of itself. I don't remember how. I truly don't remember how. What about city specialization? I quite like that. Does it finally make cities not feel identical, make you spam all the same buildings as any country? I do like the city specialization, and let me go back to Milan because that is where I'm most comfortable. I found it when of course, at the start of the game, you don't have a massive wealth of different things you can do, but once you get into the Third Age, Age of Discovery, and you unlock borough privileges, and you get all of these ones, it gets a little bit better. And then you've got things like, as Milan, maybe in Milano and Pavia, I will do ones that increase the amount of silks and cloth and all that kind of stuff, because they've got pretty good, silk and cloth stuff. Same with Genoa. But if we take, for example, Brescia, this is where I generally build a lot of my tools, my weaponry, anything that requires iron, because we've got a ton of iron mines that are right by it, right? So you're looking pretty good for iron. So this is really good. And then you've got a couple of your urban rights that I like to do here, being, if I can find borough again. I like the tooling rights, and I like the weaponry rights. Masonry rights is really good to put in Venice. Printing rights is really good to put in Spoleto. Textile rights, obviously, I said that already, but like Florence is really good for that. Jewelry rights is really good in Bergamo. Sorry, not Bergamo. Sorry, Novara, because you've got the gold mine in Domodossola. So it does make me special. It suits my personal playstyle as well, because whenever I was building buildings, instead of, oh, this place has the most control in the capital, I'm just going to build everything in the capital. I often try to find out where I would get the best bonuses for goods being in the province. So even though Brescia had lower control than Milan, I would build the tools in Brescia because of the iron here. Because Milan doesn't have any iron in its area, right? It's just wheat and livestock and shit. So it suits my personal playstyle anyway. Does the AI use the mechanic at all? It does. Whether it does it to the same kind of value as the player, I don't know. But I do know they do use it, right? Milan does start with I thought they started with Borgo Franco rights. Maybe that was Venice that started with Borgo Franco. Wow, they actually get rid of them as well. Because I did not a single player. I did a little multiplayer where I played as Venice, and Venezia started with Borgo Franco rights, which, if I can find them on anyone else, I'll show that they are not very good. Did we see any Borgo Francos anywhere? Everyone's doing Granary Town. There, Borgo Franco rights. Burger trade capacity, but losing the production efficiency, and it just doesn't feel very good. But that's the only unique Italian one. Whereas if you're in Castile or Sweden or Germany, you get a ton of extras that are really quite good. Korbach could become a city very easily and be a decent city because you've got I can't remember what the hell they're called, but there's some rights that you can get in Germany that will let you get 100% extra RGO size on gold. Just nuts. Production efficiency is very important though, which makes it more. It feels better to do it when you are capital economy, right? Because then you're just lessening a big bonus that you're already getting, rather than losing a bonus that you don't have. Negative production efficiency feel like -5% feels worse than +15 when 20 is your cap, you know? Magdeburg, right? No, it's not that one. It's... I wonder, would I be able to see? Surely there's a thing for it, right? Urban rights, there we go. Lower Burgergall, right. It's this one, but Lower Burgergall can't be put on gold. Upper Burgergall rights can be put on gold. You have the Nuremberg rights. You have free Imperial City staple rights, which is amazing as well. I don't think there are any... Oh, there we go. Upper Burgergall. This can be put on gold. And getting max RGO size on gold is obviously freaking huge. And sure, it makes it more expensive and slower to expand the mines, but who cares? Like, you can have a city, which increases your migration attraction and lets you build a bunch of stuff on gold without losing the ability to have, gold. Because being a city, being a town, where am I seeing? Where's the town? Town, there we go. Being a town reduces your RGO size. Or is it actually villages that increase RGO size? Yeah. This increased by 100%. You don't get that when you're a town, but then you will get it back again if you just give the upper burger goal. So you're getting all the benefits of a gold mine in its city without the negatives of it being it. Oh, it's just really good. What rights does Constantinople have? I currently have 3 on. I've got the Staple Port because I think Staple Port is amazing. The harbor capacity, early game, it's just on late game, just every game is really, really good for your capitals, for your market centers. It's really, really good. We have the Silk Monopoly of Constantinople. This is a unique one just for Constantinople, giving me huge amounts of output for silk cloth, fine cloth, and I don't care about peasant enfranchisement. And then Imperial Breadbasket giving population growth in the capital is also huge. Food capacity is huge, and more prosperity. Like, it's just really, really good. Like, the 3 rights here, I think, are the best ones. Are megalopolises worth going for? No. No, not in Europe. Not in Europe. Getting to 400,000 pop anywhere here is just not worth the time, effort, money, anything. That's disgusting. It's just not worth it. If you're playing in India, where getting 400,000 pop is not actually that big of a deal, sure, go for it. What are the bonuses? Well, we can see, because Constantinople thankfully starts as a megalopolis. So, actually, an easy way we can do this, if I find myself and city, that's a town, that's a city right there. Is that not? There it is, okay. Pop that there. And then we go to the megalopolis. And we pop that there, and we can have them both open at the same time. So Megalopolis quadruples the amount of nobles and burghers and clerics and laborers, and so like 4x. You get an extra urban right, which is huge as well. Peasant enfranchisement actually goes up quite a bit. You get a double the amount of supported building levels. Movement cost goes down again. Pop promotion speed doubles. Control doubles. Pop cap goes. I mean, control. Who gives a fuck, right? Population capacity goes up 4x. 4x plus because it's instead of 25% extra, it's 50% extra as well. Food capacity doubles. Fighting in it goes a bit worse. It takes a lot longer to integrate them. You can construct more at the same time. Construction speed goes way up as well. And it gives you an extra bureaucracy if it is your capital, which it should be, and also another fort limit. Reduced RGO size on Constantinople is pretty bad. True. But that's never going to be changed, right? You don't get any... Like, making a city isn't a reduction in the amount of RGOs you get. Oh, actually it is, yeah. Max RGO size minus 50%. I didn't see this. That does suck. But you start as a megalopolis, right? It's not something that you are making. It's just more jobs and more pop growth. Yeah. Like, 253 building levels is nuts. Can I become the Holy Roman Emperor? I don't think so. We do want to destroy the Holy Roman Empire, though. That's going to be a future goal. I actually have no idea how to do it either. I've never done it in E5. Who were we making a CB on? It was on Naples Vassal, right? I'm still building the spy network. Have I seen the videos where you get the text of both Biz and Orban? That's nuts. No, I haven't. Is that maybe from Playmaker or from Generalist? It feels like one of those two would do that. Then you form Rome and you get all of their techs. Yeah, it's nuts. Have I made any despots? I've done. Where is it? Where's my son? Despotes. Yeah, but I don't really see what the point is. They just get, they're a little bit better in the cabinet, I guess. Make him an despotes. Actually, it's pretty good. Actually, yeah, I probably should. Can I make multiples? Apparently, yes. Alright, thank you for reminding me that that was a thing that I could do. What are the ways to reduce AE impact in this patch? When you're a hegemon, you get 20% additional AE impact. Oh, you saw it from the War Room. Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos. The way you reduce AE impact is very simple. You use this fucking bullshit CP. You use the bullshit CB, Roman Borders. That's it. I mean, I suppose every time you piece out as well, you can whack up the Diplo spending. That still works. You can change one of your best guys here into being a Diplo, whatever it's called, diplomatic endeavors. Yeah. For the dip rep, that also works. So he started as Trebizond, converted to Islam and Turkish culture, got all the bonuses, conquered Anatolia, then flipped culture and religion back, then Biz, then Rome. That's nuts. That seems like not something I want to do. Also, we also already have the CP. We march. So Serbia does get involved here, but you know what? Fuck them. War. And armies, we will raise the levies. We're getting quite a decent amount of levies now as well. Have everyone go here. Do I have any colonies yet? No, it's 1414. Far too early. Base is so up currently that you don't really need all that, and it's after the Hellenism nerf. I think, yeah, the Romans right now are ridiculous. Like, probably the most OP country this game has ever seen. And this game started with France and the Ottomans. Actually, it's crazy though, right? It is either the Romans or the Ottomans that are going to be OP because they can't coexist. Like, you can't have both. You like pushing conciliatory? No, wrong way. Conciliatory has antagonism given from taking land plus 30%. Literally the opposite of what you want. You want belligerent, so it's cheaper. Antagonism given from PC treaty demands minus 50%. Power creep starting from the very first DLC. Yeah. I don't understand why this is how it is. Oh, whoops. You think that Paradox messed up something with this patch with antagonism impact? Well, I mean, it doesn't. It clearly does not matter because the antagonism, like, fucking never heard of it. Don't really. I mean, I did actually have a few coalitions. I guess I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I don't feel like anything has been so monumentally painful that I've, I've not died yet. And soon we will have enough men to not care one little bit about our enemies' aggressive expansion. Can I use the Rom CB on people that don't border? No. It is definitely a border expansion CB. Constantinople. It's kind of meh. Sponsoring a cathedral. I mean, the only way that we can force cathedrals to be built, and I do still quite like cathedrals. Am I winning this battle? No. My flank is about to fall. Yeah, let's retreat from that. Did the new agendas finally make the Parliament interesting? I always quite like the Parliament. But I do really like having more agendas as well. That it's always been decent, but it's breathed a new life into it for me. Or breathed extra life in, or whatever you want to say. Are you now attacking me into mountains? Yes, you are. That's cute. We love to see it. Lambert trying to get a CB nerfed. Honestly, like, let's be honest, it kind of should be. There's only 12 dudes there. We will assault. There we go. I don't think I ever saw it at minus 75. Alright, siege, siege, siege. Siege and down here as well. Assaults work now. There was only 12 dudes. If there's only 12 dudes in the location, then assaults work perfectly. But it's, rare cases and shit. Apparently I can't get fed. That's one of the big changes. Just the complete inability to have food in faraway places. Are you really sure that in this patch Diplo reproduces antagonism? Where to find info about it? We can test it right now. We can test it right now. Hey, I want all of this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, boy. Give me all of this. And this. And this. And this and this. And then calculate what the antagonisms would be. 54.16. God, why is that lagging so hard? Fuck me. 54.16. Let's have you scroll all the way to the top. Top one would be Dulcadirids plus 2.8. Whatever. Now, if we whack up Diplo spending, and we swap you out for being a diplomatic endeavorator. That's not what I clicked. And we look at that same peace deal again. It's now down to 45. Just do the cabinet action. $48. So they all count. Do you have to wait for a 1 month tick for the cabinet action? I mean, sure, we'll go a month tick. Let's see, what it is right now is 48. 48.16. We'll go a month. I'm gonna restart that siege, otherwise it's gonna be cheaper. Alright, so still 48.16. That didn't change. Oh wait, it didn't go a month tick. $48.13, but I think did we accident? Yeah, we siege Skopje, so it's slightly cheaper. So yeah, it doesn't look like you need to go a month tick. I mean, we can just change this now, right? 48.05. Go back to societal values. I don't even remember what we were doing. What were we doing? Capital economy. 48.05 is now 53. So yeah, that's it. It happens immediately. What are my specs? Isn't it in the description of this video? The description of this stream? My entire PC's going fucking slow, what the hell? Oh, the chug, brother. The chug! It's annoying that it's so optimal to do that. It is. I can't stand that. Alright. My speckaroons are gonna go in chat. They are AMD Ryzen 5 5600 6 core, 3500 megahertz RTX 3060 from Nvidia for my graphics card, a TI, sorry, 32 gigs of RAM, and we're running on a SSD. How am I managing complacency? I've been ignoring it until I've then started spending a little bit on my Diplo spending to get it to go down by a smidgen. Also, being a target of a coalition helps. Diplo rep should really function like stability. Having it change instantly makes no sense. I like that idea. I hate that Johan's probably also going to like that idea and change it to that, because that would hurt. But no, that's a good idea. Alright, let's go to Prizren. See if we can't besiegify this. God, this war is really making my game choke a bit. We can grab another Akrati. Or two. We're one away from enough. You finish this siege. You have. Oh yeah, go. Go and kill this. And you can go and do something else useful. You're a mill person. A bit of stable. Oh, strengthen government. Let's get ourselves back to. Back to 100. Do you want some endorsement? Oh, for 150 ducats, 15 research progress seems like a steal. No, not my Akrati! They're moving to Kumanovo. Give me back my Akrati! Damn it. Alright. We'll get him back. We'll get him back before the end of this war. Oh, there's a loan. We don't know how they broke performance so much this patch. Yeah, the performance is the literal biggest issue I have with the game. And it is the thing that makes me want to play EU4 the most. Do I think EU4 is still a better game? If we are talking, including the performance, because that's obviously not intended. At some point it will be fixed and the performance will go up and then everything will be fine, blah, blah, blah. If performance is discounted and we're talking about just systems and mechanics, then I think vanilla EU5 has the superior mechanics and systems and is in that way the better game. But fuck me, the performance is just... it's really bad. It's really bad. And I don't... I don't know. I would rather be playing a bit of Amber now right now. Will performance go up though? I hope so. Like, I can't see that. Like, they did say... Okay, hang on a second. In the most recent dev diary, that was a couple of days ago on Wednesday, they said... Alright. 1.2.2 doesn't contain performance work. Yeah, I know, it went fucking worse. But 1.3 is closer than we expect. This makes me think, oh, 1.3 is going to have performance, you know? Investigating memory leaks is going to be super huge. Investigating rendering performance, late game performance. Like, if they do what they say they're going to do, then we are in for what I think is going to be a really good patch. And it all comes down to, do you trust that Paradox is going to do what they say they're going to do when it comes to performance? Food issues, wiping out your population after 1500, the endless bugs, like they broke the cannon fort bonus again. Oh, that's fucked again? Oh no. That's the one where if if you have 999 cannons out of a 1,000 cannon stack, it doesn't give a bonus. That's rough. Like, I do think there's so much about this game that is really good still, but then there's some things that just bring it down, and it's yeah, it is what it is. It's not good. I don't want that to happen in my game. I'd rather a game be good and stay good. Oh, they had a navy out here? Rude. Is it fun though? I do find it fun, right? I do find it fun. It is honestly that it is just the performance that lowers my enjoyment and therefore my fun of the game. Like mechanically, I do think this is the superior game, and I really very excited to play the likes of Anbanar in E5. But the game needs to justify that with decent performance. Right now, that decent performance just doesn't exist. 800 ducats to upgrade the aqueducts. Good lord. Yeah, and we're starving. We can't fucking reach one location in. Like, the food changes also just... The supply changes are crippling. Like, this is unsiegeable. Why am I not playing on the 2D map? Because I turned it off and I didn't realize it was turned on when I started the stream, and to turn it back off again requires a game restart. In what way? I feel like military and war is severely inferior to even base game E4, and pop mechanics are better and politics are cool, but they're unbalanced. Eco is cool, but unbalanced. I think the pop system elevates it so hard. Personally, I really dislike the development system in EU4. It's something that I've always hated for years and years and years. Always hated development. And so, literally just removing development and replacing it with pops is doing a heavy amount of... It's doing a lot of heavy lifting for me. I think UI-wise, EU4 clears, and it's not close. I also prefer the tech system in EU5. I prefer the politics in EU5. I like the character system in EU5. I think they nailed the character system, unironically, because I would have been quite unhappy had they gone full CK with it. I'd have also been unhappy if they didn't expand it at all. I like, the family trees. I like all that kind of stuff. This is probably my favorite character system in a Paradox game, because characters and dynasties did play a big role in this period. Army wise, They were close, but there's no cigar. There is definitely you're not getting a cigar. It is. I do like the idea of multiple different types of units. I like that every unit isn't the same size, men-wise. It's not 1,000 dudes, and then you upgrade, and it's 1,000 dudes, and you upgrade. And this cannon here is 1,000 dudes. Like, that was bad. I do prefer EU5s for that reason, but I think this game could have done with a back row and a front row and kept that system from EU4. It worked. It was fine. I think the hours are a massive misstep, and I would be more than happy to completely obliterate the hour ticks. I think it was a huge mistake, and has massively slowed down the game and led to a lot of performance issues as well. I think there is a lot of, like, here, you know what, we're going to do a fucking EU5 rant. They listened to the community in a lot of ways, which is great, but then there are certain elements of the community that should have been ignored, and one of those things that should have been ignored was, oh, fucking battles take a month, and what, it's so unrealistic, and battles take a month, it's so long, and blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys need to shut the fuck up, because you've kind of ruined warfare in this game. Sure, battles now take a realistic amount of time. Unfortunately, that realistic amount of time is so fucking short that it has removed strategy from the game. Sure, in EU4, you could reinforce a battle from across the other side of your country. Cool. It's a fucking game. It's a fucking game where, yes, I would like to include a bit of strategy and tactics, and instead of the best play being, I'm going to blob up every single dude in my entire country into one big doom stack like I'm playing fucking CK3. Instead, I'm going to have them split up and doing different things. And, a battle started, so I can move an army that's over here to reinforce. And then timing those reinforcements so that they don't, like, the morale of the reserves is obviously still going down. So you time the reinforcements to come in so that they can, not have their morale completely shat on. Like, EU4's combat was so fucking good, and they listened to these troglodytic fucking insipid shits who were complaining about battles taking too long, and then warfare just got shat on because of it. Fuck Datix. Datix suck. But yeah, no, warfare is great. EU5 is fucking perfect game. Like, they're so, like, that fucking Rogue One meme, he's so close to greatness. There's so many things in this game that are so fucking close to being amazingly perfect. And then there are things that, unfortunately, are baked in at the absolute ground level that drag it back down again. Datix are the biggest example of that. Datix is the fucking front system from Victory of this game. Yeah, it's really took a massive dump on game performance. It's led a lot of people, like, it is led a lot of people to being like, why would I play EU5? Like, starting in 1337 is not a terrible idea, but you have increased the amount of ticks to get to the, the heart of the game, the heart of the period, right? The whole colonization and, the expansion of European influence over the world, right? That's what EU4 was about. And now that has been pushed back, which is not a terrible thing, right? It starting in 1337, not the worst thing in the world. Personally, I'd have chosen 1356, but whatever. But then you are increasing the amount of ticks that you need to get there by, over 10 times before you get to the age of discovery. And, like, by the time you get there, like, you are very much fatigued. I think Datix caused all the complaints about instant stack wiping too. Yeah, because everyone's playing at fucking 7 speed to get through the game a bit faster. Everyone's playing fucking 7-speed, so yeah, you're seeing instant stack wipes and the complete death of tactics. There's no strategy in my strategy game because a battle start. Oh, it's over. Couldn't do anything about it. Couldn't do anything about this battle. It's over. Like, if I was making EU5, I mean, I already made a video before about like what it is that I think would be best for the game. Which it is funny, right? There was a comment put on one of my recent videos that was like, what was the fucking topic? It was basically calling me a hypocritical simp for Paradox because I agreed with them on something they changed despite completely agreeing with them before that this thing was bad and shouldn't be in the game, and now that it is in the game, now I'm agreeing that that's a good thing that's in the game. It wasn't the date system. It was something close to it, though. Ah, fuck, what was it? Hang on, let me go. I'm gonna find this comment because it annoyed me. It annoyed me. And I went and fucking looked. I pulled up receipts. What the fuck was it about? Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I lost my occupation in East Maria. Fucking great. I don't know. The performance... Oh no, we're fine here. The performance is what's really dragging down my enjoyment of the game, like by a lot. It just needs to be better. And the day ticks, I really don't like day ticks. You don't like armies not reinforcing in hostile lands? I don't mind it. I don't mind it too much. I unpaused and it was literally the same tick. In my opinion, Warfare was kind of nailed with EU4. Battles were nailed with EU4, and despite there being a lot of things in EU5 that could and should have improved those mechanics, it got kind of drank down by the day tick system. Like, that, in my opinion, is the biggest issue with the game, is the day ticks. It is the crux of everything that went wrong. And people would get through games faster and get to the parts where they enjoy the colonization and such if day ticks weren't a thing. They'd get there faster. Like that's... And then I got my Akriti back. Colonization is pretty terrible right now. So, yes and no, right? I think colonization, the act of sending dudes to the colonies, I think is actually quite good. I actually really quite enjoy that. What I don't enjoy is this exploration system. Like, this exploration system is fucking awful to me. I really, really dislike it. I'm hoping it changes when we get to... It's probably going to be across the pillars. It would be my guess. I really dislike the exploration, but I don't feel that way about colonization. Is an option to turn day ticks off? There's mods that do it. There's a few mods that I've been testing around with. So, Faster Universalis is one. This removes day tick, the hour ticks, but it's also I don't know if this is intended or not, but it skips days. Old comment, you were behind the video by 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry, we have not really unpaused too much in those last 10 minutes. We have mostly been ranting. But yeah, this mod helps. You are removing the hour ticks, but also it skips some days. Like, you'll go from the 17th of October to the 19th of October, even on the very slowest speed. But there are some versions, daily tick submod. I feel like this is, this might be the one that I want to try next. Like, do you say that you skip days? Maybe you do just say that you skip days and it's not. I don't know. Maybe it is saying it somewhere, but I don't know. I'm not going to read it. I want to try this. Maybe this is what I'm going to do for my next multiplayer. Because, like, in the multiplayer, we've been playing for 9 sessions, and we are in 15, 16, something like that. Which, like, a little more would be nice. Faster Universal's bricks battles. That's another issue, yeah. Trying to skip or remove day ticks basically means changing core mechanic of the game, which is really difficult to do. Yeah, there's a bunch of places that marching between locations gets completely bricked by the daily tick mods. I don't know. I feel like it's got to be worth it, though. It's just got to be worth it. Anyway, we're 90% war score. Is this even what I want to take? Oh man, that is so cheap. Naples is only getting 43 for me taking that. Fuck it, I'm gonna peace out now. Let's just take that. Yeah. You don't think Moto's gonna be able to do it perfectly anytime soon? I don't think so either. Gosh, wouldn't it be lovely though? Wouldn't it be lovely? Couldn't you just give all units less morale and strength damage done? Battles will last longer. I'm sure there's more to it than that, unfortunately. So I assume we now have 10 Akriti, right? Wait, sorting by... Okay, so this sorter just doesn't work. Oh, it sorts by the name of the unit? No, it's sorted by the type of unit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we'll just do it here. We have 9. Okay. That don't work. 10th Akriti. You're still trying to blockade me? That's not gonna happen, buddy. All of my ships are damaged right now, so we're just gonna repair them in Constantinople for a little while. There's no... there is a couple of vassals I can release here. But either way, there's my Akratai. And we're pretty close to having enough troops to proc that event. Isn't E5 built on a completely new engine? No, it's built on Clausewitz still, but it's using another layer of Clausewitz. It's basically the same thing that they've been using since Imperator, the Gemini layer, but every game has updated it again and again and again. Alright, 1 month we'll start upgrading this aqueduct. Like I said, I do still enjoy E5, but there's just certain things about it that I'm like, I don't understand why the decision was made to do this in this way. To expand trade in Gallipoli. That's not bad. A maritime expert is allowed for the development of new ports and trade routes in Romania. One of the entrepôts is in Gallipoli, a town to which many of the Astoria flocked due to being granted privileges in order to further strengthen their positions. New infrastructure created by the locals has attracted more and more people from across Romania, leading to an even greater need for marketplaces, ships, and housing. Demands have reached the ears of Basilius Manueli, the dubious Palaiologos, who has summoned the court to determine how to resolve the situation. Yeah, 59 ducats. Yeah, let's just do the 59 ducats one. I don't need the Astoi to be happy. They're already very happy. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I can enforce culture on someone. On who? Interesting music change. I'm currently annexing someone, aren't I? It's going to take 45 years. If I whack this all the way up, 28 years. But that's very expensive. You can blame Paradox. This update was rushed. I don't know if I would say rushed. I don't know. They broke Timurids. I don't know what the issue with Timurids is or was. Like, I've not played as them, so I don't know. Also, I just got an achievement, Welfare State. Well, I didn't just get the achievement, but have a market in your country with a full stockpile. Okay, I got that a while ago, but I got it again. I kind of just want to play lots of Anbanar. That's my vibe. I want more Anbanar-esque things. Can I show the GPs? Sure. France is up there in second place. Mamluks in third. Probably some version of China in first. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go on another pilgrimage. Like 5 for 10 and only being gone for 2 months is too good to do anything else. You're gonna play the new Amber update this weekend. Do I know the best Magic nation to play? So my personal preference when it comes to Magic is somebody who's gonna live a long time. Estil definitely up there. I would recommend also Varamha. I would also recommend Deathbringing Cobra. They all very much heavily play into the Magic system. I would also recommend Ovdalazan, the dwarves. They're really good for the new Magic system. At a certain point in their mission tree, every single ruler they get, because they don't get an immortal ruler, they still have they're a theocracy. Every ruler they get will have one of the schools of magic at legendary, so that's really, really good. Astoy are coping and sieving, and do I want to spend money? No, fuck you guys. So yeah, Elfdalazan, huge recommend there. Also, they're dwarves, which is just goated anyway. And I've heard good things about Oran Valium, but I've not played them yet, so I can't say. But yeah, I think after I'm done streaming this campaign, I'm going to go back to Anbana for a while. They broke them due to the culture core changes. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, losing cores on things that you had cores on is great. Like, funnily enough, like we were talking about, like the second most overpowered country in the game, and I'm not counting China because fuck that. Ottomans, right? Stupidly overpowered country. They get an event when they have taken Constantinople to make Constantinople their core and capital. And so their capital moves here, they get a core, and then a month ticks, and they lose the core, and it becomes just integrated. It becomes, yeah, just integrated status. Because it's still majority Greek, and they don't accept Greek, so they either need to culture flip the shit out of it, so it's majority Turkish culture, or they need to accept Greek, which, a reminder, Greeks don't really like Turks. I would say that this should be like double X, double negative, worse than it again. It should be double negative. Latin Crusaders also get the free core in Constantinople. Yeah, but they're just going to lose it. It's going to become integrated. Although at least the Latin Crusaders can accept Greek, right? Without too much issue. You want to do a South Island tier Empire game? Oran Valium is in South Island tier, and they've just got new shit. So give them a try, and then get back to me and tell me how it is, because I've not played them yet. Athens can accept Greek. Athens should flip Greek, let's be honest. God, I could just build any level of Varangian I want. That's nuts. Financial officials have presented a sweeping overhaul of our tax codes, borrowing from foreign models to tighten assessment and collection. The radical proposal promises greater order and revenue, but also threatens to unsettle vested interests. Okay. Go towards Latinatus. We gain a new taxation system. Oh, yo. Possible outcomes. No, I want it. I like that. Give me that money. Catalan Athens into Latin Empire is peak. Cool. And not tried that yet. It is something that I've been thinking of as well, is either playing as the Knights or Athens in the next E5 multiplayer we do. Anyway, I'm going to build... This is also stupid, right? 264 for the tier 1 Varangians. 484 for the tier 2. But if we want to make this tier 1 guy, obviously 200 ducats difference between the two. $200 ducats difference between building the two different types. Or I can just build it, upgrade it for 55. Like, that's just the best way to build an army every single time, without exception. The Francocratia thing they added makes the Latin so much more fun to play, since you can actually declare war on your neighbors while being under Sicily. Ah. I have to look into that a bit more then. Did they add more stuff in 1.2? Let's build another tier 1 Varangian. Oh my god, I just realized something else more disgusting. Oh no, we're capped at 5 Varangians. Are you fucking sure about that? Because I can build a tier 2 Varangians up to 5, and then separately build the tier 1 Varangians up to 5, and then upgrade them. So I can, if this works and I can get to like 10 out of 5, that'd be fucking disgusting. Like, holy balls. That would be fucking wild. Thessalonica and Latin Empire now have their own techs. Oh, cool. Oh, you're going to be 1100, so I'm going to be at 9900. Fun. Yo, get yourself 2 camp followers. How am I going to get the goods to support the army? Ah, we'll be fine. I've already started making guns and weapons and shit. Like, we're positive on firearms. We're positive on weapons. Not hard positive, but, you know, we're positive. Oh, another question. Can I... You can fabricate Roman borders while under truce, bro. There's so many things that you're not allowed to do while truced. Destroy enemy, you can't have a truce while you're doing it, but restore Roman borders, you can fabricate while truce. That's crazy. That's actual noise. You need spices for Varangians? What? No? Do they need spices in later texts? No. With tier 6, couldn't you get 30? I mean, you can get an infinite. Like, this cap is meaningless now. Because I can just upgrade so that I have, you know, 5 Varangians, build another tier 1, upgrade it, now I have 6, and I build another one, and now I have 7, build another one, now I have 8, build another one. Like, you could just keep going back and doing it. Like, there's no restriction. Yeah, I didn't see any spices on the higher tier, guys. Monthly maintenance of guns, weapons, and leather. I can just upgrade 5, though. Are you sure? If I get 5 tier 2 Varangians and then build a tier 1, is that going to prevent me from upgrading him? Or am I going to go to 6 out of 5? And yeah, we're like close to having enough now. We do just... I mean, we make 257 monthly manpower, and the armies are only requiring 137. Sorry, 181, so we're good. At least that's how it worked for you yesterday. Ah, you try it as well. Fair. Well, I haven't tried it yet. Let me cope. I'll get you to change your religion. But unfortunately, that is it. I can't... Oh, wait. Can I do it to anyone else? No, I can do culture only. $10,000. So now we're just waiting for the event. Reforming the army. This is what we're waiting on now. So we got a 1% chance per month. There should be some kind of maths involved to tell me... Oh, that's nice. Some kind of maths involved to tell me what it is that we're gonna get, right? The mean time to happen, is it like 50% chance of it happening in the next 10 years kind of situation? Have you ever made my own culture in the game? No. The big problem with making your own culture in the game is that it's over here. Is it this? No, I have no idea where it is. Is it... Surely not Age of Revolutions, is it? You gotta wait until the Age of Revolutions, which I will remind is in the year of our Lord fucking 1737. You get to play with your own... In my humble opinion... this is a tech that should not exist, and it should be available to anybody that has an empire or has formed an country that is a basically cultural unifier, right? If I form Italy, I should start being able to, unify culture group into Italian. If I, have unified the... Maybe it's also requiring that you own every location in the area. Iberian, French, British. I know I'm including this, but what British Isles, whatever. Scandinavian, fucking... that German. Like, if I have formed the tag that is the cultural unity tag, then I would argue that it should be possible to do. Make it be requiring empire and have formed the tag, and then just let me fucking do it. Because why not? One of those things where player fun should kind of trump not being fun. I just want this Themata event to fire. That's just what I want right now. Oh, you're joking. Hang on. The last time I streamed... Fuck me. It happened again. You can do it without the tech? I have no idea how. So, the last time I streamed this campaign was Wednesday. And while I was streaming, there was... I got pinged on Discord because there was a new bit of news for EU5. Because we had a patch, we had a whole thing, we had a whole situation. And guess what? It happened again. There is a new patch. There is a small but important patch out today. A fix for Enforced Landfrieda diplomacy action, and a follow-up fix for the Varangian units. Okay, so if we ever wanted to turn these motherfuckers into the absolute G-Wagon Giga Chads at tier 6, blah blah blah, then we do it now before I update. Early next week they're doing 1.2.4 fixes most of the report issues with 1.2's launch. Okay, let's have a quick read. Let's have a quick read and see what we're getting. Enforced Landfrieda Diplo action now has proper AI weighting and can be declined. Okay, I've not played in the Empire since, but basically what people were complaining about, Enforced Landfrieda is the Emperor saying, no, you must be at peace now. Anytime you go to war and the Emperor's like, nah, stop, peace, or I join against you. A follow-up fix for the Varangian units, they don't show up at the start, but in the proper ages they're unlocked. Yep, makes sense. Also, an addendum to patch 1.2.2 that was on Wednesday. Due to some technical errors, the following points did not make it into the notes. Okay, so these are things that we had but we didn't see already. The event Exiles in Court no longer fires that the exile country is under 18,000 population. That's the one where you take a dude and then a month or so later you get like 100 pops. That's fine. Getting it from countries with low population is, depopulates. Adjusted a powerful despot event chain, so Strumica will be immediately annexed if Serbia wins it. Removed Strumica from the setup and adjusted it to be a releasable country. Fine. Nerfed ritualistic court bureaucracy by reducing annexation speed. Nerfed Kephalite bureaucracy. Nerfed Imperial Senate bureaucracy. Oh my god, I don't like the nerfs. Buffed Themata. That's the one that I'm about to fucking lose? Buffed Books of the Basilica, adding monthly legitimacy bonus. Buffed... Actually, these are things that are already in. We just didn't hear about it. Fair enough. Buffed Rominatus bureaucracy, stronger integration speed. Latin culture starts as with a kindred opinion of Greek and vice versa. Fair enough. Fixed Belisar's legacy, and there can be only one being locked only for the Romans. They'll now be available if they start as the Romans but later form another country such as the Romans. So if you start as the Romans then form the Romans, then you can still get the Roman achievements. Makes sense. Fix city illustration trigger calling thing event spam. Error spam on some mods. Grant Latin merchant privileges message shows Italian instead of Italian language. Fixed Romanian patronymic suffixes. Fix some common actions. Alright, whatever. What's next? This is what I'm curious about. We've been reading feedback closely since 1.2 launched, and early next week they're shipping 1.2.4 to address some issues we flagged often. Not performance. AI in warfare. A few persistent problems with AI army behavior are fixed in the patch. AI now targets fewer, larger stacks rather than spreading thin across the map. They've also resolved an issue where large countries couldn't properly buy mercs and fixed the AI failing to account for already hired mercs when evaluating war strength, which was causing some badly timed decisions. Navy's getting stuck in friendly transport objectives also got resolved. Okay. Scripted cores gained or lost through events now persist for 100 years before expiring rather than disappearing immediately. Okay, you've now got 100 years as the Ottomans to make Turkish the primary culture in Constantinople. You now have 100 years or accept Greek before you lose it. That's okay. That's fine, actually. They've differentiated the no-CB war score costs between same religion and cross-religion wars, capped 100% peace deal truces at 15 years. Oh, thank fuck! Note to Johan, 5 is base and 15 is range does not give results between 5 and 15. It gives 5 to 20. It was a fucking... It was a fucking... would you call that a bug or just a code fail? I don't know. Several more bugs related to the DLC and the Byzantium will be fixed. Hellenic action, Granite Triumph will be more rewarding. Tools will be made clearer. Again, I've not tried Hellenic stuff yet. That will come in time for me. Making a couple of additional fixes and tweaks to the Roman border CB. Alright, what kind? Are you nerfing it? Cataphract all units and advances will now be tied to the whole Roman culture group, making it clearer when they can be recruited. Okay. The Roman culture group includes Greek now, so that's good. Last but not least, a couple of follow-up fixes for the Varangians will be coming in. The more relevant one is that the DLC lock for the Age 2 to Age 6 Varangian units will be removed. Their creation was intended as a fix to the base game Age 1 Varangian unit not working properly. Okay. Religion panel shows your actual Omen cap. This is more Hellenic stuff. Mousing over the religion in the UI highlights its locations and holy sites on the map. Cool. Several tooltip fixes are included. Contract length in months, capital move development values, and a few broken strings. They're also looking into turning population growth up a bit. This is something that people have been complaining about. There has been a ton of posts on Reddit that I've seen, on the forums that I've seen, where people are comparing, this is my game in, the year 1600, and look at the population across Europe, and now I've just played 1.2, and this is the population across Europe in the same day, and oh my god, it's like 50%. We've lost 50% of the population that we had before. So it looks like that's going to get turned back up again. They've been tweaking Random Society Disaster to be more achievable. Number of rows in 1.24 patch notes are currently around 50. Performance! It remains number one priority and the central focus of 1.3. They'll have more to say on it soon. If we're having performance issues, look at the performance mega whatever. Alright. Can we get, what's it called? Complacency looked at in next week's patch 2. Ooh, please. Smiley face. Okay, so this is stuff that was already in that we just didn't see yet. Fix the Varangians, fine, that's not what I wanted to do. Enforce land free to fix, that's good. And priorities for the next steps. I mean, like I said, this part is going on YouTube, but this is part of a stream that I've been doing for the past like 3 hours. And I recently had a big old rant about what I dislike about warfare and AI, not AI, but how warfare works. And I don't think this isn't gonna fix what I like. What I don't like. But it's good that, they've got the 100 years before expiring on cores, because I don't really mind the fact that you lose cores if you don't have the, majority culture. That's fine. Yeah, whatever. Like, this just seems fine. It seems fine. Thanks for sticking with us. You're welcome. It hurts, but you're welcome. Anyway, I'm going back to streaming. If you're watching this on YouTube, this campaign is also streamed on YouTube, and you can find the VODs if you click on the live thing, the panel on the channel, and subscribe, and I'll see you the next one. Bye-bye. Alright, that part can go on fucking YouTube. Is complacency a one-time disaster? You can proc it and get rid of it like Anbada? I have no idea, and I have no interest in finding out. I'm just gonna stay positive stability until the end of the game. That's where I'm sitting right now. There's now a Roman culture group, and then there's a Romance language group. Well, yeah, Greek is part of the Roman culture group. This is also what screwed with a lot of people when it came to making their games from 1.1, like updating it to 1.2, because Latin got moved into the Roman culture group, which meant that the Latin that everyone was speaking as part of their court and liturgical languages got wiped out. It no longer existed. Thankfully, instead of breaking, it defaulted to changing to their most common language, it seems. But I don't know. it's is this gonna fix my issues with the game? I don't know. Probably not. Do it for the lore? No. No, I'm good. Truce is being shorter. I quite like that. I quite like that. That's good. 25-year truces is fucking ridiculous. Or 20-year truces. Bit fucking ridiculous. But yeah, either way. I'm actually gonna end stream now. For some reason my room is sweltering hot. Might be why the game's also chugging a bit and heating up my room. I'm kind of done for the day. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. Not in the morning. I'm streaming in the evening with the EU5 multiplayer where I'm playing as Italy if the game runs well. So that'll be on Twitch though, not on YouTube. So if you want to subscribe to the, or not subscribe to, follow the Twitch channel, you'll find a link somewhere. But I'm going to end now. Thanks all for watching, and appreciate you all. And yeah,